Welcome to B&H Videos.
Hi, this is Zevi from B&H. It's a beautiful early spring day here, and we're in Hamilton Park in New Jersey, right across the river from New York from our B&H Superstore. With us today is Bryan from thedigitalpicture.com. And thedigitalpicture.com is a website that reviews DSLR gear, cameras, lenses, and accessories. And we've brought Bryan along to review and take a look at the 1200mm 5.6L lens from Canon, a very rare lens from Canon. This lens is from the B&H used camera department. Now everyone knows B&H has great new gear, but our used camera department is quite busy, and we buy and sell all sorts of photo gear, lenses, cameras, and you never know what's going to show up. And here we've got the 1200 5.6L. As I said, it is a legendary optic. It was built for special order purposes only, for mostly wildlife and sports photographers. Bryan, you were telling me before about the origin of this optic.
This lens was first introduced in an FD mount in 1984. It was first seen at the LA Olympics, and since then it has been upgraded. The design has been upgraded to the EF mount, complete with autofocus, and those original FD lenses were also taken back to the factory and remade into what is now an EF-L lens.
It's in great condition. Take a look at that.
It's a beauty.
It's beauty.
Typical Canon Super Telephoto L lens build. It is very solid. The weight goes along with that solid build.
Yeah, this is a heavy lens. It's 36 pounds, so you've got to have a tripod for it. 33 inches long, and the minimum focusing distance is 46 feet, so you got to be pretty far away from your subject to use it.
It's not a backyard lens.
No, it's not at all. Why don't you take a look through it and take some pictures?
I'd love to. Distant subjects are tightly framed.
What sort of detail can you see from across the river?
I can read the signs on the windows of those shops over there.
Wow. Can you see people?
I can.
We were looking at how you do a vertical shot.
Would you like to try it?
Yeah, let me try that. Okay. Wow, locks on right away, no problem. And we can go to a vertical very simply, like turning the camera and relocking. That's a pleasure. Now you can bump up the power even more by using teleconverters. The Canon 1.4 and 2.0 APO converters work on this lens. With the 2.0, you'll get a 2400mm f11, but you will lose autofocus, but it will still operate. So you can get a lot of power out of this if you really want to.
2400mm is an amazing amount of focal length.
Yeah, it's a handful.
It is.
Here comes the helicopter. Got it?
We did.
Wow, unbelievable. How about that, the big ferry coming our way in the water? That's a nice subject.
Great subject, and how far away is that? It practically fills the frame.
Unbelievable. That must be a mile away. Now it's a big lens. To transport it, you really need a good case, and this one comes with its original trunk case.
If you pay this much for your lens, you don't want it damaged.
Yes, this one comes with the case, everybody. Hey Bryan, take a look at this. Here's the old gelatin filter holder. In those days, it was the only way to really use a filter with this thing. The front was too large for it. Of course, today, with digital, we can do just about everything in post, so you don't have much use for that now.
Circular polarizer.
Circular polarizer
option.
This is the one thing.
Of course, you lose up to two stops with that, and it gives you a slow lens.
Yeah, but with digital today, with a Canon SLR, no problem. Take up your ISO, and you're right back in the action. No problem. Well, Bryan, a rare and unusual encounter with an exotic lens like this, the 1200 5.6L. What'd you think?
I think it's a great lens. This was a fun afternoon. I feel great to have had the opportunity to use this lens. I've heard about it many times, but now I've done it.
That's right. And it's available for sale in the used camera department from B&H. So you can stop by the store, speak to our salespeople, visit us online, call us up. We'll be happy to talk to you about it. And we also, B&H also buys gear. So if you have gear that you want to sell, lenses, cameras, whatever, feel free to contact B&H, and they'll be happy to speak with you about it. Also, don't forget to visit Bryan's website, thedigitalpicture.com, for some great reviews. And Bryan, I'll leave you with the lens for a little more testing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.